prayer for America, written by Evangelist Lana Anamelechi. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, to the United States of America and her people within and without her borders, turn ye unto me, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will turn unto you, saith the Lord of hosts. The God of Israel says, amend your ways and your doings, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break the yoke of your enemies near and far from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds. And strangers shall no more serve themselves of you. For behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to you. This is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel, saying, not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the east country, and from the west country. The Lord of hosts shall defend them, and they shall devour and subdue with sling stones, and they shall drink and make a noise as through wine. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will cut off the names of the idols out of the land, and they shall no more be remembered. And also I will cause the prophets and the unclean spirit to pass out of the land. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts. For out of Jerusalem shall go forth a remnant, and they that escape out of Mount Zion. The zeal of the Lord of hosts shall do this. For from the rising of the sun even unto the going down of the same, my name shall be great among the Gentiles, and in every place incense shall be offered unto my name, and a pure offering. For my name shall be great among the heathen, saith the Lord of hosts. And I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come, and I will fill this house with glory, saith the Lord of hosts. And I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers, and against the adulterers, and against false swearers, and against those that oppress the hireling in his wages, the widow, and the fatherless, and that turn aside the stranger from his right, and fear not me, saith the Lord of hosts. America, the Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Our Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall truly plead our cause, that he may give rest to the land, and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. O Lord of hosts, blessed is the man that trusteth in thee. Blessed is the nation of America that trusteth in thee. For America hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, of the Lord of hosts, though our land is filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. But, O Lord of hosts, that triest the righteous, and seest the reins and the heart, let us see thy vengeance on them our enemies. For unto thee have we opened our cause. They have said, it is vain to serve God, and what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance, and that we have walked mournfully before the Lord of hosts? For thus saith the Lord, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer, the Lord of hosts, I am the first, and I am the last, and beside me there is no God. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this. Therefore saith the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel, I will ease me of mine adversaries, and avenge me of mine enemies. Even so will I break this people and this city, as one breaketh a potter's vessel, that cannot be made whole again, and they shall bury them in Tophet, till there be no place to bury. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. For behold, the day cometh, that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Behold, the Lord of hosts, shall lop the bough with terror, and the high ones of stature shall be hewn down, and the haughty shall be humbled. The Lord of hosts hath sworn, saying, Surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand, like as the lion and the young lion roaring on his prey. When a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall the Lord of hosts come down to fight for America and for the hill thereof. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remnant, and son and nephew, saith the Lord. I will also make it a possession for the bittern, and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. O America, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend America. Defending also he will deliver it, and passing over he will preserve it. We shall cry unto him and say, O Lord of hosts, God of Israel, that dwellest between the cherubims, thou art the God, even thou alone, of all the kingdoms of the earth. Thou hast made heaven and earth. But, O Lord of hosts, that judgest righteously, that triest the reins and the heart, let us see thy vengeance on thine enemies, for unto thee have we revealed our cause. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, Behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth. Behold, I will send upon them the sword, the famine, and the pestilence, and will make them like vile figs that cannot be eaten. They are so evil. The God of Israel says, I have broken the yoke of the king of Babylon. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will burn her chariots in the smoke, and the sword shall devour thy young lions. And I will cut off thy prey from the earth, and the voice of thy messengers shall no more be heard. Behold, Babylon, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. Behold, I will break the bow of Elam, the chief of their might. Behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land, as I have punished the king of Assyria. Behold, I will bring my words upon this city for evil, and not for good, and they shall be accomplished in that day before thee, O America. This shall they have for their pride, because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of the Lord of hosts. Yet now be strong, O Zerubbabel, saith the Lord, and be strong, O Joshua, son of Josedech, the high priest, and be strong, all ye people of the land, saith the Lord, and work, for I am with you, saith the Lord of hosts. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, houses and fields and vineyards shall be possessed again in this land. The voice of joy and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the voice of them that shall say, Praise the Lord of hosts. For the Lord is good, for his mercy endureth forever, and of them that shall bring the sacrifice of praise into the house of the Lord. For I will cause to return the captivity of the land, as at the first, saith the Lord. But they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid, for the mouth of the Lord of hosts hath spoken it. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former, saith the Lord of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, saith the Lord of hosts. In that day, saith the Lord of hosts, will I take thee, O Zerubbabel my servant, the son of Shealtiel, saith the Lord, and will make thee as a signet. For I have chosen thee, saith the Lord of hosts. Therefore thus saith the Lord, I am returned to America with mercies. My house shall be built in it, saith the Lord of hosts, and a line shall be stretched forth upon America. The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, saith the Lord of hosts. I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great fury. And now I am returned unto Zion, and will dwell in the midst of America. And America shall be called a nation of truth, and the mountain of the Lord of hosts, the holy mountain. If it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of this people in these days, should it also be marvelous in mine eyes, saith the Lord of hosts. Yea, many people and strong nations shall come to seek the Lord of hosts once again in America, and to pray before the Lord. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. Who is this King of glory? The Lord of hosts, he is the King of glory.